look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two-star, LeBron and Love at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Verjao in at the 5 down low. And for the Nets, Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Nets did a great job of winning games they needed to here at home, and it had to do with their shooting.
Yeah, you look at some of the split stats, and the Nets were an elite shooting team when they were at home.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up, so don't even think about switching over to football. This is Kevin Harlan with Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. And now we take a brief check at the man.
Force and agility and flair, but it's kind of understated flair. I mean, he is really quite special as a player.
Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. And guys, we won't be seeing Iman Shumpert, who is injured.
Kevin, he's only going to be out a short time. You know, he got hurt in the last game. He's not available currently, but they expect him back soon.
Yeah, lucky for him. It looks like he was able to avoid any serious damage with that injury.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. He said that slowing down Joe Johnson will definitely be a big key for them. He added, Johnson is so big and is able to shoot over the top of you. We just need to make sure that we're always right in his jersey, never losing track of him, and trying to force him into tough, contested shots. Guys, we'll see if they can slow him down.
And thank you, Doris. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Love dishes to Smith. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over this.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Here's Williams. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Beautiful finger roll to cap head drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations. 4 makes on 4 tries.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We take a look at the Cavaliers. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Brooklyn, 10 games behind.
Checking out Brooklyn, you know, they've had a very tough time getting anything going so far. I mean, this was not the kind of start they imagined for themselves.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, they had high hopes coming into this season, and yet everything seems to have gone wrong for them.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Deron Williams. The shot's good from LeBron. Met this season.
Yeah, they rolled through this season series against this club last year, unbeaten on their way to the playoffs.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Irving kicks to Smith. Back to Irving. And stolen by Deron Williams. Right side, Williams. Offensive rebound. Cavaliers have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. That's a 2 from Smith. Can't hit. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And Steve, while they were on their way to those playoffs, the opposite was the case on the other side. 3 from deep so far in this game. It's Anderson with the drive. Williams. Johnson outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Johnson's got his second basket.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that control of this game.
Now here's LeBron. He had 31 points in the win against Toronto.
You know, he was getting fouled time and again in that game, really delivering from the free throw line. Made a major.
Durant was doing last year, and he even admitted to having KB's stats sent to his phone after every game, so he was keeping track of it.
Kicks to Dellavedova. Dishes it to Marion. Bank shot. No good. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score's still close. Cavaliers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Mike Miller. Then it's James Jones. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Marion in at the power forward position. And it's Dellavedova missing.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. I think they need to get...
Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin Garnett is at the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. Doc Rivers won a title with him in Boston and simply can't say enough. As Coach Doc says, I get very emotional. He's the best teammate, the most unselfish superstar I've ever been around. Every coach should be able to coach KG just once to see what a true team player should be. Kevin, what a compliment.
A guy you love to play with and hate to play against. Doris, thanks. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Anderson outside from the arc. Good. Anderson's got 11 points. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Down low. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Harris has got a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. LeBron James second.
You know what, Kevin? If you can put up big numbers every game, you put your team in excellent position to win. There's no question about that. A guy like this is definitely one of the keys to having a successful offense.
It's stolen by Harris. Here's Thompson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And Jack kicks to Anderson. Back to Jack. Shot clock at 6. Knocks down the three ball. That's tipped. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. All alone. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the back.
Next.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Terry Zhao can't hit. Brooklyn's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Johnson attacking. Johnson double-teamed. Plumlee, right side Williams. And again, it's Brooklyn converted. On the wing, Irving. And here's Love for 3. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 17 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Jaron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets' 5. That's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the 3 ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
Up with the rebound. Varejão's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Irving dishes to LeBron. Shoots. And again, it's Cleveland. Nets trail by 4. Here's Lopez. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? Really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Smith kicks to Irving. Love. Kevin Garnett with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's it for by boxing you out, hustling for loose balls and things like that. And you have to guard Varejão. There is no letting up for him.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Dellavedova kicks to Smith. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The second half. Smith kicks to Dellavedova. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs. But injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
Jefferson setting the pick for Williams. Jack. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Now here's Williams. 12 points for him. Irving from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Haywood. Outside, Jones. Love. Irving from long range. That's in there. Love with the assist. That's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving. And for the Cavs, depth certainly won't be an issue this time around. A lot of changes and growth for them, resulting in a much deeper and talented roster.
And you know, Kevin, people still underestimate the importance of having a strong bench. Cavs really struggled with that last year, but with LeBron starting and pushing former starters to the bench, they'll be in a much stronger position.
The jumper from the free throw line is good. Irving's got 24 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yes, me too.
Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock at 4. Love for 3. Smith. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Wow, a fantastic performance from the Arc here in the second half.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Smith against Johnson. On the wing, Williams. Right side, Williams. With some arc. Here's Jones.
Wow.
Oh, 3 points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 7. Johnson with it. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, James Jones is out there with Tristan Thompson.
Room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Lets it go with a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
At Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Well, I'm anxious to see what ends up happening with that Bulls game. Should be a good one. And the Knicks frustrated with Smith's antics. It didn't seem like he learned from his fine. A little over a month later, he intentionally tugged down Vince Carter's headband during a game. He's asking for trouble, but the league let him slide.
Williams kicks to Lopez. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. That's now 22 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, at any time of the game, Kevin, he's a player they can depend on. Always has his head on straight, understands clock and score. Really got a good head for the game.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork.
Talk about a come-from-behind story. The Nets were at the bottom of the Eastern Conference before the calendar turned to 2014, but they...
Oh,
man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Johnson kicks to Anderson. Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And Irving still wanted to write down goals. He used to write them in a notebook he still keeps. Now he'll write them down in his phone. All part of setting his sights high and dreaming big. Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Williams attacking. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron kicks to Smith. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Nets trail by 8. Anderson kicks to Garnett. Johnson. The feed now to Anderson. Back to Johnson. 3-pointer. Thompson with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Thompson. Johnson. Lopez passes to Johnson. It's taken away by Smith. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting
Game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
Irving attacking. Kicks it out to Love. Smith for 3. And the miss. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, J.R. Smith.